by a pair of animals looking to cause some chaos on the farm.
Yeah, and chaos is exactly what this cash out is going to be if those first two cash out.
Dianic, how are you feeling about this? We've already seen some big hitters drop to that lower bracket. Thinking about Boba Slurper. Of course, these teams...
Yeah, well, thank you for that, Jerry. I think I'm getting carried a little bit here by a Dianic, but absolutely blessed to be here alongside her on the casting desk as an American first side on the EMEA side. And it's been feeling pretty great, but these games, Dianic, are going absolutely crazy.
Listen, it's feeling pretty good. And listen, we're just going to have to EU-fine your brain and then you're good to go. Don't worry about it. We're still on that. We're going to have to brainwash you a little bit more for you to be on our board. But Tycho against the Fake House are going to be the first engagement here on this first Vault. Already just deploying everything that they have. In Co-Draft is a little bit split from his team, but that just might be what they need. They're going to have to be real carefully to not get too split up and lose the first amendment as we talk about it. Both teams will lose each one, a medium and a light. So it's heavy and light for both these two teams. Still standing strong. And I mean, look at the cash. It is right next to the Vault as well.
Yeah, right next to the Vault there, and it is going to get tapped by Fake House there, but OG with a big winch coming in, and a counter winch coming on the side of Dead Play, turning around with help of Glitch Cafe there, who is on the light this time, so even more flexibility coming out of the Fake Cows there. I don't know how flexible cows usually are, but, I mean, these guys apparently can do everything, Diana.
Well, Monster Pig can do also everything. They're on top of the world. They beat 5 Fears in a head-on 3v3 for that box. They're also now running it to A. Both of these two cash out going to be plugged kind of at the same time, so not too much staggering going on. But that also now gives maybe more opportunities for a little bit of a switcheroo, already focusing on one. What I would really love to see is both of these two teams, let it be Tycho and also 5 Years, just focusing one of the teams and keeping it a clean 3v3, because third partying here does not make much sense. The cash shots are not staggered.
Yeah, not staggered, and on this map too, Skyway Stadium, it's a lot wider of a map. These points are completely across the map from each other. OG taking a big RPG right to the face, but he is going to get healed up immediately. They're going to take that jump pad right up there from Atelco, still holding on to that heal beam on OG. Pika going crazy with that V9S. Kodap, though, is going to turn around and get the trade on to Pika there. Now turning it into a 2v2. OG 1 HP. Glitch Cafe also counted down to 1 HP, but these lights are going to get their regen back way sooner. Atelco is going to get rezzed back up. Pika is going to get rezzed up by OG there.
That plays also not back in the game. It is a head-on 3v3, and there's a little bit of chasing going on, but look at Fakehouse not losing sight of the objective and knowing that is the key thing here. Already kind of grouping it up back again, but they're gonna have to be very careful because Tycho just around the corner. And I mean, look at it, Pika losing his life, but it's going to be Glitch Cafe and Deadplate as well gone. They're trying to hunt down Co-Draft, and he will fall. And meanwhile, Pika did everything he needed to do as a light. He got the kills, and also the swap now happened for Tycho at the very end there. Fakehouse couldn't quite hold on to it. And in the meanwhile, on the other side, 5 Years got the cash out.
Yeah, somehow they did get that steal, but there is still a huge fight breaking out. Both Dome Shields coming down by both heavies here. Treason is going to go down by Monster Pig with some big LH1 headshots, and the steal is going through from Team Monster Pig again. I don't know if 5 Years is going to be able to hop down and stall this because Nagos is going down. Card Effects follows right after, and Monster Pig takes it back again.
Back in their claws. That was really well played from Monster Pig, but also from the side of Tycho. Both these two teams now securing the first cash out for their team. It is again only a best of one. The best two teams in this game are going to move to the 3v3, and then one of these two teams are going to have a chance to already move over to the final round and lean back for the next few minutes while our teams play. But now we're going to see a different lineup. It's going to be Team Monster Pig against Tycho playing now against each other, while 5 Fears are going to face the Fake House.
Yeah, and Tycho OG is going to be kind of moving out of there, trying to reposition here, maybe get a little bit of reset because there's just a little too much chaos going on there. Karn Effects grab the body of Treason. It's going to go ahead and get that hand res off. Telco gets his own hand res onto Pika there, turning this back into a fight on both sides of the map. And we still have a little bit of carnage going out because Nagos trying to get some shots in onto Team Monster Pig here. Jurg trying to make his way around, but those barricades just blocking everything. Nagos can't really get inside there. The orange barrel not able to really break all the way through that barricade, and the winch just barely not connecting there. He's going to opt to turn around and get that box, but all of Team Monster Pig is sitting there to wait for him around that corner. He's going to eat RPG. He's going to have to drop the box again. But it looks like it actually gets plugged because they do have that reverse gateway set up, Diana.
You do have it where it was very, very close. He just nearly walked into the opponents, but at least he's right there. Both the winches hitting, but unfortunately, Nagos is taking so much damage. He will get the kill, though. Team Monster Pig losing one of the first. And remember, it's 2 lights now standing strong. Cash out not being tried to be swapped as well, but there's still some lights all around that cash-out box. Is not yet safe to be secured. Winch is missing. He gets the kill. 5 fears. He's going to be wiped. In the meanwhile, well, this fight is now still somehow continuing. Carnage is alive and now wiped. My apologies. I thought he was dead because his health bar was on 1 singular HP.
Yeah, what a hectic fight there. But yeah, barely at the end there, 5 fears ends up going down. Team Monster Pig looking pretty strong. Already have their reses up and good to go. They're going to be setting up there. But on this side of the map, we still have some more carnage going out. Pika getting a kill onto Kodaft. Atelko end up going down as well too. And I believe both teams getting the reses off here. OG did get their medium back up. Glitch Cafe did get Kodaft back up as well. And we have a steal coming through from Tycho. That dome shield is out. Here comes the barricades as well. Glitch Cafe trying to hop in there and do some damage, but he gets turned on, absolutely blasted. Atelko is going to get the kill on the dead plate and immediately turn a defib up. Pika turning this back into a 3v1. Kodaft not quite able to get some shots off there. Going down. Tycho taking this box.
They swap it back around to their name. Luckily for the side of Fake Cows, they still have 8k to their name, so they have at least a little bit done in damage. But 5 fears, can we just talk about this for a second? 5 fears are at the bottom. They're trying to now steal it. They desperately need this cash out. Monster Pig, they're going absolutely ballistic also with their kills. They only have they gotten trees, but Nagos and Carnifex so low HP. They only need a few bullets to be gone. They're trying to winch it again, take it away, but unfortunately it's not gonna work. Nagos, last man now standing against Monster Pig himself, the team named after him, and no, it won't be. Monster Pig and the team himself get that cash out, and they're at a 35k, while 5 fears are at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Wow, I mean, Team Monster Pig just putting on an absolute clinic on how to play cash-out games here. They are absolutely on fire there. Might be turning into Monster Pork pretty soon because they are definitely heating up. But we do have another fight going on the other side of the map with Fake Cows here. And they're going to get some healing up onto Dead Plate as a big RPG comes through, but he's going to get counter-winched and turn onto Atelko with a crazy flick shot with that KS, but he's going to get traded off as well, and he does not have any coins, so they're going to have to get that hand res as OG is trying to get his hand res of his own, but he's going to get turned on by Kodaft through that little hidey hole there, and he's going to pick up that box, and they are going to get this plug. Fake Cows have a chance to come back and take maybe second place here.
They still have a chance. Here's the thing. There we go. The plug. It's a little bit more money. 5 fears. They really need a lot here. But again, Fake Cows, as for right now, when it comes to their defense, it hasn't been the greatest. Kodaft bringing a lot of space in between he and his teammates. They might not try keep this all the way out, but they also that 6 volt is very close to a double. They do not want to double plug this one. I mean, for the side of 5 fears, they need it. Oh my god, and the Fake Cows doubled it. Did they forget that there's a punishment if they don't get it?
I don't know what the strategy is here, but I mean, this is going to be a crazy high-risk, high-reward play. I mean, this is double jeopardy at its finest. They're going to have to really hold on to this. I mean, if it works out, they take first place out of here and secure themselves into this next 3v3, but they're going to have to fight every team in the lobby here. There's still lots of time for them to collapse onto this box, Diana.
What I love about Fake Cows is they're so scattered around the map. Everybody in a little corner, but from the looks of it, Fake Cows have already lost 2 of their members. It's Dead Plate and Glitch Cafe now back up on their feet. At least one of the lights is up, but look at these teams playing it so slow, trying to move this box somewhere around. Well, from the side of Monster Pig, they don't need to do anything. All they gotta do is not wipe. That is their key priority. Nobody can overtake them, but with that wipe, they might be in danger.
Yeah, they are in lots of danger here because look at Monster Pig just kind of holding off Five Beards from getting in here, but I don't think they see Treason on the other side, as we do have one steal coming through. Tycho trying to take this in their favor. Deadblade end up going down, but here comes Five Fears. They have made it through there, and that Dome Shield end up going out. Carnifex getting a kill onto OG. Nagos is going to get a Telco. It's just an absolute bloodbath. Everybody is going down. Who's going to hold on to this box? Kodapt is still alive. Pika somehow makes it in there, and he's just going to res right next to this cash out.
Oh my
Is
God.
anybody going to be able to hop on this in time? There's 10 seconds left. Is anybody going to get on it? Tycho is hopping on it, but are they going to be able to take it? We do have Monster Pig in there trying to stop this. Fake cows end up going down, but Tycho do take it. At the last second, they get the double taking. First place.
On the first place. Oh my actual God, what was happening? Tycho!
They look at that when they're in first place and know, well, a double works perfectly for us. They are guaranteed through, and then they can choose who they go through with, essentially try and